Hi, I'm Richard.
And I'm Hannah, here at the Roland Piano Store at Rimmers Music, the piano people.
An acoustic grand piano is the perfect choice for every pianist. Whether you're just starting your musical journey or whether you're already a proficient player. Yet because of its size, its volume and of course the cost, a digital piano is an inspiring alternative.
Amongst the mass of digital pianos available, it's important to make the right choice of instrument, as purchasing a piano is not just about today, it's about all of your tomorrows.
Roland is without doubt one of the most advanced digital piano manufacturers, using exclusive technology to create the most immersive experience for all types of players.
Today, we're excited to explore the superb range of digital pianos from Roland. Using their advanced technology, including piano modelling, Roland offer undoubtedly the most advanced digital instruments in the world, and here at Rimmers Music, the piano people, we're going to show you their incredible features and the benefits of buying your Roland piano from one of our specialist stores.
We'll explore the 4 most important points to look at when searching for a piano, as choosing the right instrument can often be the difference between a good player and a great player. So let's take a look at sound. Of course, it's important to have a great sound. Touch, how the piano feels under your fingers and how it responds. Features, what digital features does it have on board to help you enjoy your piano playing. And design, of course this is a major piece of furniture in your home, so it's really important that it fits in and looks beautiful.
So let's dive in and take a look. Oh, Richard, that piano has a wonderful sound.
Isn't it great? The Roland GP-Series, 4 instruments in the range. The little GP3 Micro Grand, GP6 Mini Grand, the GP9 Baby Grand, and the GP9M with the wonderful moving keys. The 4 models in the Roland GP-Series feature piano reality technology. Now that's not just based on the piano sound itself, although the modelling on these piano sounds actually gives you the impression of being very, very close to the way that a grand piano would play and sound and behave. The speakers immerse you in sound, and that's something that can only come from a piano that features modelling technology. What it does is enable the piano sound, the effects and the speaker system to work together as one. And that's a really big difference to having lots of different little bits of technology all kind of trying to fight each other. This works integrated, and the difference in the sound, actually, it's remarkable.
These pianos have over 300 sounds on board, including this beautiful concert grand piano sound.
So as we travel through the models in the GP range, the key bed becomes more advanced and takes you closer to the way that you would expect a grand piano to feel and to behave. But I have to say, Anna, this GP6 keyboard feels absolutely amazing. Lovely balance.
It does, yeah.
Great balance on it. So what have we got? 88 notes, graded action. Every note is individually weighted, and I can't stress how important that is as a player to have that throughout the range. It's remarkable.
Just like an acoustic piano.
Absolutely. So on the GP6 and GP9 we have the composite and wooden keys with a synthetic ivory and ebony touch, and that feels so nice under the fingers. It just responds in the right way that you would expect a good grand to play. When you're playing a piece of fast music on here, Hannah, I've noticed that the response from the keys is really quick. Now I know that there's some software within the instrument that makes that 2.5 times faster than instruments further down the range. So again, this is helping the more advanced player to have a much nicer experience with the digital instruments.
Absolutely.
So when you're playing something romantic or something ballady or something just light, classical, you feel the escapement.
You do.
On each of the keys.
It's like you've got that greater sense of control, so it's easier to play those quieter passages.
And it does make a huge difference on the dynamics as well. It just makes it really controllable now.
That's it. Well, in contrast, if you're playing the GP9 or GP9M and you're playing something fast and powerful, you get that haptic key vibration. So that simulates the natural vibrations and nuances that you would get from an acoustic grand piano.
Because when you play a big grand, there's all sorts going on. You know, there's vibrations coming from here and weirdness coming from there, and they are a big living, breathing thing.
That's it.
And so when you play the GP9, all of that comes back as feedback through the keys.
And you can feel it through your fingertips.
It's remarkable, absolutely remarkable.
Yeah, such a immersive experience. Amazing. And now on the GP3, I've got a slimline control panel located on the left-hand side of the keyboard. But of course on the GP6, GP9 and 9M, you have the touch sensors on that control panel above the keys.
And it's really classy, and they've done a great job with that. It looks really nice. And dead easy to use as well. But I know that some people who will come from an acoustic background probably would prefer not to see those at all. And so on the GP6 and 9 and 9M, of course, there's a little trick. If you double click the piano power button, the whole panel goes off, but you don't lose any of your settings. So although there's now nothing lit up, it's still doing it's still doing exactly what it was doing before the lights disappeared. But now it's just a blank panel. I think that's lovely.
So using that control panel, you can select from a huge selection of voices on board and other features, or you can use Bluetooth to connect to a smart device and use Roland's Piano Designer
Or the Piano Designer. Well, let's take a look at that. Using the Roland Piano Designer app, you can choose from a selection of sounds made by some of the most eminent piano technicians in the world. These pianos could replicate sounds from Europe, from Asia, from the Americas. In addition to these list of amazing piano sounds, you can even add your own personalization to those sounds. For example, you could make the sound a little less bright or a little easier to play on touch. Once you've made that selection, you don't even need your iPad anymore, because that sound will be in your GP piano from the moment that you turn the power on. You don't need to look for it, it's there and it's ready for you to enjoy. And talking of switching your piano on and off, this must be one of the only pianos I know that turns itself on when you open the lid. And of course turns itself off when you close it.
In addition to using Bluetooth MIDI for your apps, you can also use Bluetooth audio to create the piano into a speaker system.
Yeah, best speaker system in the house.
It really is.
Hannah, when you learnt to play as a kid, because when I learnt to play as a kid, it was much longer ago than you. But did you get the typical thing from your teacher that you learn the right-hand part, sort of learn the left-hand part, then put it together?
Put them together, yeah.
And nothing's changed. I mean, basically we've taught people how to play piano the same way for 200 years. But the technology now enables us to do that so much better, in as much as the recording facilities on these pianos, as you practice your right hand, and that's always the interesting bit because it's a tune, and generally most people are right-handed, so
yeah.
it's the easy hand to use. But when you come to practice your left hand, of course, that's the backing for a tune. So it's always a case that well, that bit makes sense, but well, that bit never makes any sense. So one of the really useful things on board all of these pianos is the recording facility, because if you record your right hand when you practice it, it means then when you come to practice your left hand, you can play that left hand part whilst the right hand part's being played back.
Oh, so you can hear how they're meant to sound together.
Absolutely, because
before you try
several
both
things
hands.
happen there. One, it's just more interesting to listen to, so it's more fun. More fun means you'll do it more often. But there's always this other thing that generally if you practice both hands separately, you'll play that quicker. You play that maybe a little bit slower, and then when you come to put it together, well, it doesn't fit.
No, the left hand drags behind.
Absolutely. This way, because you've practiced your left hand part to the right hand recording, it can't not fit. So it's a really good practice facility. And that goes whether you're a beginner, intermediate, advanced, whatever, because the recording facility then becomes much more of an archive.
Yeah, and it's a tool to help you learn.
Absolutely. So again, Hannah, one of the things that you'll notice when you play an acoustic grand piano is the sustain pedal. It's always graduated. So it's always kind of looking at what you play, and there's so much control.
It reacts to what you're doing.
Yeah. That's not always the case on a lot of digital pianos. It's kind of on or off, or on mid and full. On the Roland GPs, it's actually constantly looking at the way that you play and giving you much more control over the sound of the piano.
And it reacts straight away.
Yeah. Here's one for you. On a concert grand piano, the middle pedal actually, depending on the piano, can do lots of different things. But if you're on an upright, generally on an acoustic upright, there's a little piece of felt comes down in between the hammers and the strings that kind of muffle the sound. And I'm delighted to see when you select the upright piano on here, there's a little sign comes up on the screen which looks like 3 pedals. And the middle pedal, as we press it down,
just quietens that sound just in the same way.
How brilliant is that?
Richard, these are a stunning piece of furniture.
Oh, they just, and the design's lovely as well. I mean, you've got this brilliant little GP3. I mean, the build quality is fantastic on all 4 models in the range. But that little GP3, I mean, it's no deeper than
An
let's say an upright piano.
Yeah.
But you get this lovely design of this micro grand. GP6 gives you a little bit more. The GP9 and GP9M are basically the same size as a baby grand. It's about 5 foot. But I mean, one of the things to say is Roland are so confident about the build quality on these instruments. They're giving you a 10-year warranty. And I think that's absolutely remarkable on something that is effectively a piece of electronic equipment.
Yeah, it's really long period of time.
They can be that confident about the product that they'll guarantee it for that length of time.
Absolutely.
And I think that's outstanding.
We're passionate about giving you the best service, and we deliver nationwide. If you're looking to upgrade, why don't you tell us about your current instrument, and we may be able to take it in part exchange. We look forward to seeing you at one of our Roland piano stores at Rimmer's Music, the Piano People, very soon. Bye for now.